When the world was young and the primordial landscape was very different, giant dinosaurs roamed the earth. Now, you wouldn't look at Kanab, Utah and the surrounding desert and envision forested ferns and dense foliage, abundant watering holes for Apatosaurus and Diplodocus. But looks can be deceiving. The area of southern Utah, known as Canyon Country, is one of breathtaking panoramas and rugged trails that beckon ATV explorers and Jeep lovers to veer off the paved path. The small town of Kanab, just off of Highway 89, becomes a staging area of sorts, with visitors from every corner of the globe stepping into the last real vestige of the Old West.
I think Kanab has an interesting mix of people here, of local residents living here, and I think when people come from outside the area that they're shown a good time. Kanab is kind of the hub of the local area around here with all the state parks, Grand Canyon, Bryce Canyon, Zion, and Lake Powell. And so people come here and they just naturally have a great time.
The western frontier feel endures here mainly due to the unexplored nature of Kane County as a whole, with off-highway discovery taking place virtually every day. It isn't just the Old West that is bringing modern frontiersmen to these red deserts, though. In some ways, it's something far newer and yet much, much older. Just a few months ago, this area, about 5 miles southwest of Coral Pink Sand Dunes, may have been seen as just another off-highway trail. Now, it is viewed as a piece of living history, a land where dinosaurs roam. And it was discovered not by paleontologists, but by members of the off-highway community.
We didn't know this was out here. I'd actually heard rumors from locals that had said, you got to get out and see this site. And then one day, another BLM colleague was brought out here by some OHV enthusiasts. And I came out here and knew right away we had a significant site.
That's just amazing that that's still there for us to see, just saying, yes, there were dinosaurs roaming this country. And we just happened to be here at the right time where all these tracks became obvious.
We are surrounded by tens of thousands of tracks that these animals have left as their legacy. There's no bones here as far as we know. We haven't found a single tooth, bone, or claw. And yet, these impressions that we see in the rocks are mute testimony these animals lived here in southern Utah.
Long before man ever set foot in the Southwest, this was the domain of dinosaurs, and the proof is still in the rocks. Impressions sometimes as small as a bird's claw can be seen in the ageless stone as if they were left behind yesterday. A find of this magnitude on public lands could easily lead to the same closure issues, environmental worries, and political panderings that have claimed more than their fair share of public access. But somehow here, among the fossilized footprints, compromise between a variety of different groups has been reached.
I think this is actually a model for how management of public lands should work. Everybody acknowledges this is an important resource. We may differ in our opinions about access and how to go about protecting this or how it should be enjoyed, but we all agree it's important. And so we all sat down together and collectively came up with a solution to managing the site that was acceptable to everybody.
And the first person to come up was the OHV Club, and that they wanted it known that they strongly supported what we were asking for and were willing to put not only their mouth but their money and labor into helping us delineate the site and set up an interpretive type program for the site.
There are places that do need to be protected, and whether you're an ATV or a Jeeper or a hiker or whatever, when you find these special places, you do have to try to protect them for everybody else.
I guess one way of saying it is we'd like to ask that the public tread as lightly as the dinosaurs did.
65 million years ago, Kanab was the home to dinosaurs. Today, it still is. And though you won't find a towering brachiosaur lumbering by, you can at least walk in its footsteps. Such is the wonder of southern Utah, a place where time stands still for dinosaurs as well as people.
It's kind of like being a little kid. You know, when you were a little kid, everything's new and exciting to you because you're finding it for the first time. It's like you're the only one that's ever seen it. And it's that way here in southern Utah. You get on an ATV and you ride up a trail and you look out, and everybody else in the world may have seen that prior to you, but if it's your first time, it's pretty darn exciting.
I'm Stephen Heumann for At Your Leisure.